Hi, I'm Simon with AppliancePartsPros.com. Today we're going to show you how to repair your appliance. Are you ready? Remember, anytime you work on your appliance, make sure it's unplugged or the circuit breakers are off so there is no chance of electrocution. In this video, we'll show you how to replace the water level switch kit in a Whirlpool washer. It's going to be a very easy repair. Should only take a few minutes to show you how to do it. For the job, we're going to need a Phillips and a flat blade screwdriver, a pair of pliers, and a utility knife. When you open up the package, you're going to get a new water level kit, which includes the water level switch, the air hose, and the clamp. The water level switch controls the amount of water entering the washer, preventing overflowing. If there's no water getting into the washer, or quite the opposite, the washer overflows, or the water level doesn't seem to be correct, the water level switch should be checked and replaced if needed. We need to open the console. It's held in place by the two screws, one in each corner at the back of the console. Using the Phillips screwdriver, take those screws out just a bit more than halfway until the console gets loose. Pull the knob of the water level switch. Pull the console forward to disengage it from the cabinet at the bottom and lift it up. Use the flat blade screwdriver to lift the tab and disconnect the wire plug. Now we need to detach the cabinet. Using the flat blade screwdriver, pry out two retainer clips in the corners. Tilt the cabinet towards you and remove it from the base. Place it on the floor. Pull the clear plastic air tube from the outer top port. Release it from the retainers. Using the flat blade screwdriver, push in hard the locking tab on the side of the water level switch and turn the switch counterclockwise to free it from the console. Lift the tab and disconnect the wire plug from the switch. This is the old water level switch next to the new one. If you don't have this part, you can get it from AppliancePartsPros.com. Using utility knife, shorten the new air hose to match the length of the old one. Using the pliers, slide the clamp on the air hose. Connect the tube onto the switch and using the pliers, secure the air hose with the clamp. Connect the wire plug. Place the new water level switch into the cutout and turn it clockwise to lock. Slide the air tube under the retainers. And slide the end onto the outer top port. Make sure it's all the way on. Now we are ready to install the cabinet back onto the base. There are 4 mounting tabs at the base, one in each corner and 4 slots in the cabinet. Each corresponding pair must interlock or the washer won't be stable during the spin. Make sure the tabs are straight. If not, bend them vertically with the pliers. Open the lid, grab the cabinet through the lid with both hands and bring it to the front of the washer. Slide the front edge of the cabinet under the base and lower the cabinet down so all 4 tabs goes into the slots. Push the rear panel in so the cabinet is flush with the rear panel. Hold it with one hand and install the retainer clip with unhooked end inside the rear panel and push it down to lock in. Repeat the procedure on the opposite side. Reconnect the wire plug. To close the console, we need to match the clips at the bottom with the cutouts in the cabinet. Install the knob. Using the Phillips screwdriver, secure the console with the 2 screws at the back of the console. Plug the washer in and make sure it runs good. Thank you for being a part of another successful repair brought to you by AppliancePartsPros.com. For any of your future appliance repair projects, please check out our other repair videos available on our site, on Facebook, and on YouTube.